Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Typhoon Hato, H-A-T-O, which is a maximum Category 10 storm, the highest that can be recorded, slammed into Hong Kong earlier today and also Macau. Killed 4 people in Macau, the gambling center, formerly a Portuguese colony, now part of China, and at least 34 people have been injured in Hong Kong. More than 450 flights were canceled out of Hong Kong, mainly by Cathay Pacific Airlines. Financial markets have been suspended, schools have been closed. This is the first category storm to hit Hong Kong since 2012. Authorities did downgrade the storm to a Cat 3 by late afternoon, with government services, the courts, financial markets, and businesses set to resume normal business tomorrow. The storm caused a power blackout across most of the gambling hub of Macau for about 2 hours, causing disruption to the mobile phone and internet networks. Other transport services, including ferries to Macau from Hong Kong and the outlying islands in Hong Kong, were suspended, of course. Meanwhile, in the United States, the remnants of Tropical Storm Harvey are, quote, close to redeveloping, unquote, according to the National Weather Service, into a tropical depression in the Gulf of Mexico. The forecasted path of the storm currently has it heading right for the southeastern coast of Texas. The storm is about 150 miles west of Merida, Mexico, and according to the Weather Service, has a 100% chance of developing into a tropical depression within 48 hours. The system is likely to slow down once it reaches the coast of Texas, increasing the threat of a prolonged period of heavy rainfall and flooding across portions of Texas and Louisiana into next week. Of course, New Orleans in particular has already been inundated with rain. Fitch Ratings is saying that the reinsurance industry should expect a 6th consecutive year of premium declines in the January renewals. Fitch says that for the past 5 years, the reinsurance market has been talking that this coming year will be the time that the market finally bottoms out and prices will reach a minimum floor and begin to increase. Fitch says that the market can expect to be disappointed again in January of 2018. Fitch says that the 2 current causes are intense market competition and the endurance of alternative capital which has poured into the industry. The terror cell in Spain that unleashed a pair of deadly vehicle attacks last week in the Barcelona area was preparing a much more dramatic and lethal act. According to testimony given by the only surviving member of the group, the apparent plans were to plant huge bombs at monuments in the center of the city. Spanish media reported that the suspect said one of the possible targets was the iconic and unfinished Roman Catholic Church in Barcelona, Sagrada Familia. The young man who's been taken into custody was based at a home in the Barcelona suburbs in Alcanar that had 120 tanks for propane gas along residue of bomb-making material known as TATP, as well as remote-controlled detonators. The U.S. State Department has warned Americans about traveling to parts of Mexico, including Cancun and Playa del Carmen, as homicides rise at resorts popular with U.S. tourists. The expanded travel advisory hits at the heart of the tourism industry, which brings in $20 billion a year for Mexico. The warnings come as homicides in Mexico are set to rise to their highest level since at least the turn of the century. Quintana Roo, one of the areas that were specifically warned by the State Department, has seen 169 murders this year. The tourism minister in Quintana Roo issued a statement saying that travelers to his state are safe and protected. The U.S. Navy has removed the commander of the American 7th Fleet. The 7th Fleet, of course, has suffered 4 recent collisions in Asia and resulted in the death of a number of American sailors. Vice Admiral Joseph Aucoin has been removed by the Navy, quote, due to a loss of confidence in his ability to command. Aucoin was expected to retire in current weeks, but under the Navy's tradition of public accountability, captains or commanders are dismissed as soon as their superiors lose confidence in their leadership. Last night in Phoenix, President Trump had another Nuremberg-style rally There were 4 times as many protesters outside the arena than were inside it. During the 72-minute rant, Trump threatened to bring the United States government to its knees and shut it down if needed in order to force Congress into funding the border wall that was a centerpiece of his 2016 campaign. Trump has asked for $1.6 billion to begin construction of the wall. Congress is under pressure to pass some kind of spending bill to keep the government open after September 30th. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said on Monday in a speech that he sees, quote, zero chance that Congress will not lift the debt limit. So we're going to have a game of chicken involving the full faith and credit of the United States of America. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.